Alright, guys. So I welcome you for in this third video in the series of version control system. Okay, so we had discussed this thing till now. So let me give a quick revision. What we did, we are having a project directory. In the directory, we created a file, file1.py. This is simple Python file. That was simply a untracked file. That means that file was not getting tracked by Git. Now what we did, if I want this file to be tracked by Git, we just use git add and the file name, and then file move to the staging area. And when file move to the staging area, thereafter we execute the command git commit, and that basically creates a commit history about that file. So when commit history is created, it gets a kind of a, if you see over here, it gets a ID over here. Okay, the commit ID, isn't it? So every time a file gets committed, it will get a commit ID, right? So procedure is very simple: working history, moving to staging area, and then commit history, right? This is how things will work, right? Next, what we have to do over here, we have to create, or we have to basically understand how these commit history actually works and how this version control system actually works. Okay, so to understand it, what we do, we'll just create a file over, we just make a change over here. Let's say hello world. Okay, and I'll say over here version, this is version 2. Okay, this is what version 2. Now I'll save it. So you can see same file I just updated. Okay, I have not created any new file, same file, file1.py. Right, now what will happen if I will just kind of go to the same directory, right, in which my file is there. So right now my file is what I have created a new file. Okay, file1.py is, that means I created new, I just updated the content in the file, in which file1.py. So right now it is in working directory. Okay, if I will run this file, okay, obviously it will show me the current outcome, that update I did, like python 3, okay, file1.py. Okay, fine. Now I have to put this thing into a staging area, right? So when I put into staging area, what I have to do, git add. Okay, if I can give over here the file name, or I can give dot. Dot means add everything, whatever it is there, whatever the files you find in that git repo, just add everything into the staging area. All right, done. Now let's say I run what git status. So it is saying what you are having now new file to be committed. Okay, that means you added new entity into that, right? So now I'll run what git commit. Okay, message m. Okay, and let's say I'll give it a name version 2. All right, done. Okay, now let's say git status. Okay, now I am currently in what we have just committed the file. Now there is no commit to be that is present, like there is no file to be committed. Now we'll run what git log. Now if I run git log, you can see now we have one more version, that is version 2, version 1, and now it is being updated to version 2. Okay, so whenever I want to use version 1, I can use version 1. I will tell you how. And whenever I want to use version 2, I can use version 2. So what exactly happens over here? Okay, it basically initially this was the status, we were having a version 1. Okay, now with the version 1 we had created what, version 2. Okay, that means I can create over here one more thing, right? This is my version 2, right? Now version 2 is also having a id I can access from here. See, when I had committed, okay, over here, if you see where it gone, here I run the commit, right? So when I run the commit here, if you see version 2, right? So here it is there, right? So now the main branch which was initially connected with the, the version 1, now main branch is connected with what? Now main branch is connected with version 2. Okay, just correct it, this is not version 1, this is version 2. Now it is connected with what, version 2. Okay, that means now main branch is basically connected with what, with version 2. So what we can do, this thing should not be present over here. Okay, now this is the main branch, okay, that is called branching in Git. Okay, so the main branch is now connected over here to version 2, right? We can just connect it over here, isn't it? And version 2 is having a history of version 1. Okay, so main is what? Main is a default branch. Okay, it is a kind of a pointer. We can move this pointer to any version at any point of time. Okay, right now by default main branch is connected with what? It is connected with what? It is connected with version 2. Okay, if you want to move this pointer, we can move this pointer as well. Okay, so that is how branches actually works. Right now we have just one branch. We will go for multiple branch as well. Right now we have just one branch, right? Now if you see over here, I will call git branch. Okay, I made a mistake. Okay, let me clear it first. Okay, git branch. Okay, so which branch do we have? Right now we have main branch. Okay, now if I want to create a new branch, okay, so how can we create a new branch? We can create a new branch like this, git branch. Okay, let's see a developer branch I'm creating. Okay, git branch dev. So now if I will call over here again git branch, now I have two branch. Okay, dev branch and main branch. Okay, but my version 2 is connected to who? Okay, it is connected to main branch or dev branch. Let's see. We'll call over git log. Okay, so when I call git log, head section is connected to main branch. As head section is connected to main branch, it means the thing that the version 2 is also connected to main branch, as well as it is also connected to dev branch like this. Okay, we can just create it over here. Okay, this is how dev branch is present. Okay, dev branch is what is also connected to the same main branch. That means from the main branch, we have over here one more branch that is called dev branch, isn't it? So that's how currently things are working. So what we had seen till now, that how can we create a version, how can we create a new version from the same file, how git commit actually keeps the history of old versions, right? And thereafter, how can we create a new branch? Okay, if you go to the folder section, which folder in which this file is created, okay, so it is created. Okay, let's try to check out this folder, right? This is a folder in which we have created the file. I'll go to this thing, right? In this thing, we have over a head section. Okay, so if I open up this head file, okay, so what do you find? It is mentioned over here that head is connected to main branch. Okay, this is also a way you can check it out. Okay, it is now connected to what? Main branch, isn't it? So, this is how things are working right now. If I want to change it, we can definitely change it. Right now, we can say that if my head is there, okay, head section, or you can say head, okay, head is connected to what? Head is now connected to main branch. Okay, so head, if head will be connected to dev, that means dev will be activated. Okay, if head is connected to main, main will be activated. Okay, so it is how things are working right now. Okay, so in the next session we'll see that how different branches we can use and what are the more deeper knowledge about this branching and all, and we'll go more deeper into the versioning and all. Okay, thanks for watching this video. We'll see in the next video. Thank you.